Well, good morning, my YouTube family. Tim with Outdoors for Adventure. Another rainy looking day. Boy, we've been hit with a lot of rain. But today's the last day it's in the forecast for a while, so we're getting ready to head to the forest. One of the first things I always do is make a list of what food products I plan on taking into the forest with me, and a day or two before the trip I go into the store and pick up my items, and I get my refrigerator plugged in and cooling down probably about a day before, and get it stocked and everything loaded and ready to go. So that's what we're in the process of doing now. I'm fixing to head to the grocery store and get some food to supply our overlanding trip for this weekend. Okay, so just a little more on preparing to go on a trip. As you can see, I've got my solar panels hooked up and they're charging the battery that's in there, and I've got my ISCO 60 VL plugged into the house, so I'm bringing it down to temperature, and I go ahead and start loading it up with my drinks, and once it gets to temperature I'll start putting food in there, and it'll run overnight and be ready to go. And I always take plenty of water. I've got the Roto Pack water here. I also stopped and picked up a come along, since I don't have a winch on my vehicle yet, just in case I get in a sticky situation that I can't get out of, which I try to avoid. So it's there. Now this is the thing about this, I do keep my spare underneath this fridge, and there's room in there. I also have all my tow straps, and all our recovery gear is under the fridge with that spare tire. So if something happens, I actually have to manhandle that fridge out of the back, or lay the seat down and slide it forward, which requires moving some stuff to get to that gear. So that may be something I change later on. I have a roof basket bag coming to put up there. It should hold everything. In fact, it'll hold more than what I've been putting up there. I haven't been putting stuff up there because I didn't want it to get wet. With this bag, it's waterproof, and it also keeps the wind off of it from tearing the fabric and stuff, from the wind going across it. So I'll be able to put more up there and still be under my weight limit. That's going to free up room inside the Jeep. So some of this stuff that's under there I may be able to put in a bag and not have under the fridge, and then I won't have to worry about moving that unless I have a flat, which I have already had to do. And that's in one of our previous videos. But this is just part of getting things ready to go. Okay, I've got my stuff in the bag. I've got my rack packed, and it takes a little bit of effort climbing up there, just get everything strapped down. But once it's strapped down, it seems to be pretty solid. And as you can see, I've got my cylinder that's got 3 propane bottles in it. I've got my table, solar panels underneath the table, and then all my bags, tent, and cooking supplies is in this bag. And the straps just wrap around the rack and you cinch it down. And I said it's all tied up there, and there's 2 on each side, and then there's 2 in the back. And then you fold the slip down over the zipper. It's got Velcro to keep things watertight. But it's not going anywhere. And if a person wanted to, he could put a couple regular straps across it just to make sure. But I pushed on it and it doesn't budge. So I think we're all right. I'll know after we get to the forest. I'll stop and check on it every now and then and make sure everything's okay. But I don't see how it could go anywhere. And I'm still under my roof rate. Okay, so we pretty much got camp set up. So let me flip this around. I have the Iceco 60 VL freezer refrigerator combination in the back. And I've got it set to 20 degrees on the freezer side and 36 degrees on the refrigerator side. And you can see I've got plenty of battery, 12.9 volts. I'm pulling off of a spare battery that I have set right up in here. There's also USB ports and stuff on that if I want to use it. Solar controllers right down there. 2 gallons of water in the roto pack over here. I've got 5 gallons of water behind the driver's seat. I've got my traction boards, 2 gallons of extra gas and a shovel on my little converted bicycle hitch that I put together. And the rack and rails that I got from Harbor Freight worked great. I did add a middle section here. I got to do some more work to it, clean it up, paint it, but I'm going to seal all of the joints so water can't get up in there. But my bag, AKM bag, is up there. It worked perfect. Now there is a little bit of a howl with wind going across that, but it's nothing so bad that I wasn't willing to deal with it. It got all my stuff to camp no problem, running 65, 70 mile an hour. I wasn't anywhere I could do 75. I'm loving this Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk. This thing is a beast with that bag on top of the Jeep. Coming here, I averaged 19.6 miles to the gallon. I haven't aired up my mattress yet. I got an Intex, really nice air mattress. I'll do a video on that in after a little bit, how I air it up and all that kind of stuff. Loving this QMO top tent. This thing sets up fast, faster than my Smittybilt rooftop tent. Even putting the rain fly on is quicker. So I love my Smittybilt tent, but they all have their place. Of course, y'all have seen my wolf wide shower room before with the potty I bought to go in there. It all works great. Now, I do have videos on all this stuff. If you just go to my channel and check out the playlist, you'll see all this equipment that we're using and my reviews on it. And as we use it, you know, I continue to give my review and what I'm thinking about it. And so far, you know, everything I've got is just working like it's supposed to. I have a weather band radio that we're going to be doing a little review on, see if it gets any kind of signal while we're here. The butterflies down there. But I'm fixing to get into some swim trunks and cool off. So y'all, stay tuned for the next little episode.